Hey, what's up everybody? This is Mark. I'm out here on the Milwaukie Lake Oswego train trestle that goes from Milwaukie to Lake Oswego, Oregon. This thing is pretty awesome. This old relic is still standing. I believe it was built in 1911. You can get a look at the superstructure behind me. This thing is massive. I'm standing right in the middle. There's another part behind me. It's just over 300 feet long. That's just the bridge or the trusses, and including the landings at each end, it comes in over 900 feet. So this thing is amazing. And again, we're over the Willamette River. You take a look down, pretty big drop down there. We're coming in at, I'd say, right around 100 feet usually. The water's a little higher right now, actually a lot higher, so the water's a little closer. This is a dammed river, so they control it a little bit. But I've seen it extremely high, and definitely not something that people dive off of or anything that people would want to jump off of. This thing was built in 1911 by the American Bridge Corporation, and that was in control of J.P. Morgan. That was in control by J.P. Morgan at one time, and he did some pretty amazing things with that. That was at the time when railroads were really being made and were just coming together. So they got contracts not only to lay the railroad and for the steel, but they also made sure that when the bridges were built, like this one that you see behind us, they went to J.P. Morgan or one of his subsidiaries for the steel as well, including American Bridge Corporation. So this is a really cool and real fascinating piece of history that we have here. Believe it or not, this bridge is in operation every single day. You'll see a train go through about twice a day. It's for freight only. You'll never see any sort of passenger traffic. But it's hauling anything from lumber to different chemicals to paper products, different commodities. It's a pretty interesting line. It's in use by PNW under a long-term lease. The tracks are actually owned by BNSF. Now you constantly hear the people want to talk about this old thing being condemned, and when it's no longer in use, they want to make a foot or a bike path bridge, which is an amazing idea. But the railroads, they're not having it at all. They're just not letting go because it's simply too valuable for them. Even at 100 years old, this amazing old thing is just a cash cow for them. It's one of the few points where they can cross the Willamette River and take freight to the outside world. This line, for them, it's access to Union Pacific at the Willisburg Junction. So they're essentially a Class 2 railroad that's landlocked in Oregon, and so there's only a few points where they connect to Union Pacific and the long distance railroads to send their freight and pass it on to other carriers across the country, and this is one of them. So it's a pretty crucial junction point for them. Anyway, thanks for checking this out. We are going to be doing some more video in the next few days when trains actually come through here. It's really cool. They actually have to stop and park for a while. This is one of the last points where they're able to stop and wait for an all clear from Union Pacific to move forward without blocking any traffic. Even though they're about 3 miles away from that junction, if they go any further past this and they have to stop, they'll be blocking a road or a pedestrian path, which they're just not allowed to do. So they end up stopping here for a while. They usually get out of the cab. You can talk with them for a little bit. Very cool guys, and you know, they'll give you lots of information about the truck and the tracks and how things operate at PNW. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, thanks for joining me, you guys. Again, come to trekoregon.com. That's TREKOREGON.com, and look for more cool stuff and cool places that we're going to be going. Oh, we're also going to the Elk Rock Tunnel, which is currently in use by a small electric trolley used by TriMet, the municipal public transit system in Portland. And right around Elk Rock Island, There's no room for it at all to run along the riverbank. So it literally, for like 400 feet, it goes through a huge curved tunnel, which is awesome. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be going there soon. Again, trekoregon.com. Thanks for joining. Bye now.